welcome back to another episode of No Waco. This is your host, Debbie. We got the thumbs up from him. That means we're good to go. So have you ever listened to the show before? Did you do any background on us?
Honestly, I'm sorry, I have not. We've been moving at such a very fast pace that I haven't had the opportunity, but David speaks very highly of you guys and said that we absolutely should spend some time with you.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So we've been going for about 2 years now. We interview local entrepreneurs, artists, creatives, and for the summer, I just put out a blog post. So it's called Way Too Hot in Waco, in which I went over 10 top things to do in Waco over the summer. And of course, Hawaiian Falls was listed as number 4. So I reached out and I was like, hey, I just wrote a blog about you guys. Would you even be interested in coming on the podcast? And I got in touch with David, and it's been such a wonderful communicating with him and getting this scheduled.
Yeah, well, next time we'll have to have you come out to the park, and we can challenge your producer with doing a live segment from one of our cabanas.
Ooh, get an underwater camera. There we go. Production just went way up.
Lazy River.
Yeah. Yep, Lazy River live stream. There we go.
There you go. I like that.
Well, the way that we start out the show is every episode I say, thank you for listening to coming back for another episode of No Waco. I'm your host, Debbie, and today we have a very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself. So tell us who you are.
Sure. So thank you for having me. I'm Ron Mckenzie. I'm the director of marketing for the Hawaiian Falls properties here in the state of Texas, including beautiful Waco, Texas. So excited to be with you here today.
Yeah, and the first question I always ask is, what brought you to Waco? Are you a Waco native or not? Now you're coming in from Zoom, so I'm going to go on a limb and say you're not a Waco native.
Yeah, I am not. I am a Texan. I'm a native Texan. I don't know if that's not quite as good as being a native Wacoan.
That's
but
fine.
I was born and raised in San Antonio, and I currently live here in Dallas. I've been in the theme park and water park industry for well over 26 years, so my career has actually taken me on many different journeys, not only here within the state of Texas, but also in some other states. But I do have great and fond memories of visiting Waco. Specifically, in high school, our football team won multiple state championships in the old Baylor Stadium.
Oh,
so
wow.
It was a lot of fun going in. It was kind of a special trip. So, and then, of course, the big long drive from San Antonio to Dallas, Waco was always one of our favorite stops on the way up. It was sort of the halfway point before we made it. So lots of fun and great memories of Dallas. And now in this role, getting the opportunity to really learn a lot more about the destination and what it has to offer. And I'm just blown away and amazed by how much Waco has changed just in, a short amount of time, and how it's emerging very much as I keep making the mistake of saying a regional visitor destination, but it really is beyond that. I was having a conversation today with our regional manager, and we occasionally recruit overseas, and they always ask potential overseas team members, what would you like to do when you visit the States? And number one with the bullet was Magnolia. So, there you go. So, so it is exciting and it has been fun. I've been with Pro Parks in Hawaiian Falls for just about 6 months now, but have made multiple trips to Waco, and just to see the amazing growth and how it's emerging as a key player in the tourism and regional destination space has been very exciting.
Yeah. So how long has Hawaiian Falls been in the Waco area so far?
So we are celebrating our 10th anniversary this year.
Whoop, whoop.
I have not been there all 10 years, but yeah, so 10 years, believe it or not, a decade of providing amazing memories for families. We are a very family-oriented water park experience. That's sort of in our DNA and what we're trying to create for people who come and visit. So 10 years of not only entertaining and providing refreshing opportunities for Wacoans and Texans to cool off, but also really, and the thing I like to talk about whenever we talk about the legacy or the DNA of an attraction within a market is we're also many times a first employer. A lot of people, got their first job or collected their first paycheck at Hawaiian Falls in Waco. And, now to think about that, those folks who started with us way back 10 years ago are now 10 years older and probably, on to their life and full-time jobs. And to think that it all started with their little summertime job they might have had working at Hawaiian Falls.
Yeah, and then they bring their families back to Hawaiian Falls for summertime fun.
It really is a legacy experience. I talked to a lot of people in Waco, by the way, who were born and raised, and you very much see the pride that they have in the city. And to your point, being part of that legacy, that tradition of what people do when they live in Waco or visit Waco, to be a part of it, it's really very special. It's why I love our industry so much, because it is really a part of creating memories that last a lifetime.
Experiential experiences. What more can you say? Making memories every day.
Exactly.
But yeah, so you guys have been here in Waco for 10 years. And as of today, we are recording on the 13th. You guys actually had a little celebration today. Do you want to tell me about that?
We did, yeah. We like to have fun, and we've done what we call an ice dump. It's not a very attractive or romantic thing, but it's typically done when Texas hits this
triple-digit weather every day.
Yes, and it's been brutal, right? I think it started in early June, and it's not let up since then.
We're breaking records for the last 2 days. I think we broke the heat records.
Yeah, and you feel it out there, definitely. So we decided this year in Waco that we would do our ice dump, and typically it's a ton of ice. But because it is a 10-year celebration and we wanted to kind of go big, up the ante, if you will, we decided to dump 2 tons of ice. So we had to buy more ice. And it was fun. And everybody was waiting for it. It was in our wave pool attraction, which is one of the larger attractions in the park. And to see 2 tons of ice going into the wave pool and really melting, melting on contact because it's so hot out there. But the visual of it is very neat, and our guests loved it. Our team members love it, by the way, too. Anytime they get the opportunity to do something that's kind of different or unique, they always are very engaged and excited to participate in something as unique as an ice dump. So my guess is that, when we hit 20 years, we'll have to go, 4 tons. I'm not sure exactly how we do that, but we continue to try to outdo ourselves for sure.
Yeah, and you guys have a lot of other experiences you guys are doing. So you guys are doing Family Fun Fridays. Do you want to tell me about that?
Yeah, again, we are a family experience. And so we want to create times throughout the course of the week where moms and dads and kids can come and not only just enjoy the park, but also have some extra special experiences. So on Friday nights, the end of a long work week, people are ready to, escape and forget about the week that they just had and enjoy the weekend. We actually have tied to our, Hawaiian theme, a Hawaiian themed entertainment each night. So we'll have hula dancers. Our hula dancers will pass out leis as guests enter the park that evening. We typically will have a steel drum band, a fire dancer. So it kind of varies from Friday to Friday what the entertainment offerings are. But generally speaking, they're Hawaiian themed, kind of tied to our theme of being the Waco Island, so to speak. So our guests love those things, and we love doing them because it kind of makes the day and the experience completely unique.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And you guys have a whole bunch of attractions here at the Waco location. Would you like to tell us about a few of those?
Well, we have, the wave pool, which we talked about earlier, which is a great way to experience the waves in the heart of Central Texas. We have a very unique, thrilling ride experience called the Mat Racer, which is really, I think, the biggest thrill in the park. It's a 6-lane mat racer where you kind of lay on your belly on a mat and you kind of race each other. But my favorite water park experience, because of where I'm at in my life, is just the lazy river, just floating around that lazy river and just enjoying. You're not really doing anything, letting the current take you, letting the refreshing water cool you off, and just kind of relaxing and having a good time. So we really do have a wide array of experiences and ride opportunities and thrills, depending upon what your level of thrill appetite is for that day or forever. So that's the great thing really about Hawaiian Falls, is that we do offer a wide variety of things to do so the whole family can enjoy.
That's fantastic. And speaking of the whole family experience, you guys actually do family passes as well for your ticket prices.
We do. We have right now. We have a really great special going on. It's 4 tickets for $89 available online. I'm not a mathematician, but I think that, that makes it somewhere less than a $24 ticket. And our families love that. They love the opportunity to, to be able to come together and bundle those tickets and get a special deal. In the park, we've got great updates depending upon what you want to do. It's a all-day drink wristband for $15, or an all-inclusive drink upgrade program, which includes our brand new HTO offerings that we have in all our Hawaiian Falls.
Love HTO.
It's, I call it the froyo of iced tea. It's,
yes.
I'm a big iced tea drinker. I love sweet tea, by the way, but I can't drink a whole gallon of it. So that allows me to mix a little unsweet with a little sweet. And so my favorite blend is boring unsweet tea with a little bit of the watermelon sweet tea. I encourage you to try that.
That sounds
if you
fantastic.
haven't. But we did partner with them this year. They're actually in all 3 of our Texas Hawaiian Falls parks, and so far our guests love them. So we actually created a venue. Waco is unique, called Ohana Hall, and we have a variety of different food and beverages experiences in there. We actually bought some big screen TVs, so you can watch sports or different events going on. There's a food truck in there, so if you want to take a break from the water attractions, sort of the heat. I told somebody the other day, shade is a commodity at a water park, and the great thing about Ohana Hall is that it's a large shaded pavilion area with great food and beverage options. Occasionally, we'll do some live entertainment in there as well. So that's an experience that really is unique to our Hawaiian Fall Waco Park, is to have that Ohana Hall, sort of a food court, if you will, of food. But our HTO is featured in Ohana Hall, along with Dole Whip ice cream and slushies and all kinds of exciting and fun things.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. And I know you said shade is a commodity here. So you guys are doing Cabana Rentals as well. Tell us about that.
We do. And I tell you what, have you ever done a Cabana rental?
No, but I wanted to. I always am jealous.
So I'm going to tell you that once you experience a water park, or really any sort of pool attraction using a cabana, you'll never want to do it any other way. So the first thing is you get shade. And again, that's a commodity. If you watch people when they arrive at the start of the day, the first thing they're doing is scouting out where the best shaded area is going to be. So if you rent a cabana, you've got that guaranteed to you. There is a locker in which you can keep your valuables safe, and you don't have to worry about them all day while you enjoy the water attractions. But the really great thing about a cabana is that we have wait service. So you order the food and they bring it to you. So if you want a drink or a pizza or chicken tenders or some of that delicious HTO or Dole Whip, you just let the server know and they'll bring it to you. And so the cabana is absolutely the way to go. And they're scattered all over the park. And some of them are in more private parts of the park than others. But regardless, that shade, that exclusive experience, and having food and beverage brought to you and you don't have to get up is well worth it. So you can rent those online, and you can see all the different kinds of cabana experiences you can have at our park.
Yeah, and give us all of the information where we can get tickets and where we can find out more about deals.
Yeah, the best place to go is hawaiianfalls.com. Just look for the Waco Park, and it will tell you everything that's going on. There is a variety of different, season pass and ticket options on there. You referenced the 4 for $89 earlier. That certainly is an option. We're getting ready here in just a matter of weeks, believe it or not, to launch our 2023 season pass program. So season passes for next year are already just about for sale. But also on that website, it has our operating calendar, operating hours, all of our upcoming special events that we have going on, including our July Family Fridays. We're going to be partnering with CIS and doing a back to school supply drive the second week of August, where anybody who donates 5 of the most essential school supply items gets a $10 ticket. So you can go out to that website, click on special events, and find out about all the different things that we'll do for the rest of our operating season here.
Yeah, and you guys are definitely one of Waco's best destinations. So we are really looking forward to going out there. Is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners today?
No, just, hey, summer's, we're past the midway point. So, and it's hot out there. Yep. So if you haven't had a chance to experience Hawaiian Falls and Waco, certainly would love to have you out, and I think you'll enjoy it, and it'll be a great way. One of these days this heat's going to break, but it doesn't appear to be anytime soon. So no better way to cool off than floating in that lazy river or enjoying the wave pool.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining me today, Ron. It was a pleasure speaking with you and speaking about Hawaiian Falls.
Well, thank you very much, and I will definitely look and see who beat us out for the top 3 spots and see what we can do to claim that top spot next year. We're very competitive, so we're certainly going to look around. But no, it's a great destination, and it's just a testament to how many wonderful things there are to do in Waco and what an amazing destination it is.
Yeah, thank you so much again. And again, we're really looking forward to heading out there and enjoying maybe some fun, family fun Fridays, and getting wet, which is the whole reason why you go.
Yeah, absolutely, and we all need that right now because it's hot outside.
Yes, definitely. Well, thank you again.
All right, thanks. Have a great day, guys.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Find us everywhere on all social media platforms, KNOW_Waco. Check us out at roguemedianetwork.com, and we're on YouTube under Rogue Media Network. Check out nowaco.com.